Hey everybody, it's Dick here. Recently, Fannie and I had the opportunity to ride the new Classic 350 by Royal Enfield. Something struck us as odd when sitting on the bike for the first time. Having owned a Classic 500 for 6 years, the fit is familiar. Although it looks just like my old Classic 500, there was something about its dimensions that struck Fannie and I as curious. So much so, it was almost distracting. Fannie and I spend quite a lot of time trying to reconcile the fit and geometry of the new model, and I'm sure she'd agree the jury is still out deliberating.
It's a pretty neat looking bike. It looks like a baby cruiser. Very reminiscent of Uncle Pat's Virago. Whoa, what's right under my butt? These things sticking out. That's weird.
Those are the little compartment things. They hit your thighs?
Oh yeah, like right under.
Oh, interesting.
It's not bad. It doesn't get in the way of anything. It's just an odd placement for compartments.
Well, that's where they stuff the fuse box, the ABS computer.
Yeah.
It used to be compartments. Like one of mine is a compartment. The other one is the fuse box and shit.
Yeah.
Now it's using the compartment aesthetic to shove all the shit that you need to run a modern bike on.
Yeah. The tank is very short.
Is it?
It's a very short front end. It doesn't seem... I seem like I'm sitting on my front wheel.
What's interesting is it's well proportioned. You look... You know how on mine I look like a big bear on a little bike? It looks well proportioned. That looks better proportioned for some. It seems higher than mine too. Is that higher than mine?
Not really. It doesn't feel like it. It doesn't feel like it.
Okay.
Just sit on it for a second. Am I just imagining it?
I don't know. They're definitely... The handlebars are closer to you because you can see mine are turned forward. So that changes that. This is disconcerting.
Yeah.
Up in the drawer up there is a tape measure.
Okay.
Grab the tape measure.
Okay.
We're gonna do some science. Handlebars to the seat, 16.5. Hood of the headlamp. Is that the hood of the headlamp?
Yeah.
Hood of the headlamp, 29. Handlebars to seat here, 18. Hood of the headlamp, 31. So this is longer. It may be that these... That's about a foot. That's 18 inches. So you got a longer reach with these handlebars.
I mean, maybe it was just me. What did you think when you got on it?
I will probably not notice until I ride it. So, axle to axle. $55 inches. Axle to axle. Can you help me there? There you go. Axle to axle, 52.5 inches. Longer wheelbase. The only thing that's different is it's got a shorter reach. Now this might has something to do with it. So your foot to your seat is 10.5 inches. No, is that the same?
About the same, yeah. I don't know, something weird. Measure the tanks. How long are the tanks? Are they the same size?
17 inches.
Yeah, about the same length. It's funny.
Maybe it's the windshield. It's an optical illusion.
The tank is an inch narrower. You sit higher on this by about 5 inches.
Oh, but see, that could be it then. Because remember how I was saying my legs felt like they were, the angle wasn't at 90 degrees. I felt like in order to straighten my legs a bit more, I had to kind of reduce that angle from 90 degrees.
Yeah. All right. Let's hit the road. The seat does say low ride on it.
Well, maybe that's it, because if I'm sitting up higher, then I'm gonna have to reach farther. It's gonna seem like there's more bike in front of me. Whereas if I'm sitting lower and I'm not reaching us, well, I don't know. That doesn't really make any sense.
Now, mind you, the measurements we just took are driveway measurements with a consumer tape measure. We can check the specs online to see what the actual...
I can't imagine they're that far off, though.
As we discovered in our homegrown measurements, the 350 is a dash longer. Surprisingly, it's an inch higher in ground clearance. Combined with a low-rise seat, which drops the stock seat by another inch, the rider sits nearly 5 inches higher on my old Classic. Otherwise, the rest of the factory measurements look nearly identical between the bikes, which makes our experience all the more confusing. Maybe the impression you're getting about the geometry is actually the impression you have about the ride and the power. Maybe you're thinking it feels size scooter-like because it rides scooter-like.
Yeah, but I had that impression. I formed that impression about the size right when I got on it. Like as soon as I flung a leg over it.
I mean, it may have something to do with, even though the wheelbase is the same size, you're definitely hitting those side compartments sooner than you would on this bike. There's a lot more leg room in this bike. After the measurements, does the bike feel less small, or does it still feel small?
No, it still feels small. It still feels small. But it could be, I mean, science. Science is facts. You know, facts is it leads to that science. So, you know, the only thing that was different was the seat rise. The difference was the seat rise and the geometry of the handlebars. I think that makes all the difference.
Huh.
What are you thinking? Are you thinking it's really short?
Yeah.
Yeah! I told you.
That's really weird.
Right? It's just, you get this sense that it just drops off in front of you. Very scootery.
It's curious.
Yeah, it is. It's curious. I gotta get used to I know, right?
Yeah. This is curious.
Curious!
Fanny.
Yep.
I was saying to you, like, maybe she's just applying prejudices. And this thing... Yeah, I'm a bear in a circus. I'm sitting very upright, and it seems so much smaller. That's really weird. That's really weird. If you like that video and you want to see more like them, hit like, share, and subscribe.